Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening,
Hello.
Good afternoon to all the different countries that are listening. It's so great to see all these incredible faces joining us today. And I know throughout the morning others will join. So let's get this party started. So I'd like to introduce everybody to the not quite the newest members, but the most recent members of our team, Kike and Brad. We welcome you guys to the Hasmark family. So thank you so much. It's such an honor to have you come and join us. And just so everybody knows that Kike and Brad will be part of the team in helping with the extension of the branding. We have Danielle, who may at some point join us today if she can. She does have another obligation. So, but they'll be working in the creative side. They'll be working with you on imaging, ensuring that you connect with your audience. They'll tell you more as once they come on stage, and they're also our Asia liaisons as well. So welcome, guys, to the family.
Thank you so much.
To have you.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you so much.
And just before we get going, I am going to let everyone know that if you are on, we'd appreciate you putting your phone on speakers if you are speaking. And I am going to mute all the lines, or ask that you mute your line unless you're asking a question or you're called to, just out of respect, so that we don't get a lot of background noise. And with that said, I'm going to turn over the stage, the virtual stage, to you gentlemen, and let you take it from here.
Good. Hi, hello, everybody.
Hello.
All the way from Bangkok, Thailand. It's so exciting to be with all of you from all around the world. And hopefully everybody looks amazing. And,
Good morning.
Comparing to the moments and the situation that we're all going through in this world right now. So to have you here giving us your amazing energy, power, and your time is really, 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 really valuable, and we really appreciate it. So thank you very much for taking your time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're so excited to be the new Asia liaison and creative media image directors of Hasmark. Thank you, Judy and Pash. We're really excited about it.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Yeah, so we're just going to introduce, I mean, some of you probably know us already, but we're just going to introduce ourselves and tell you a little bit about our story, especially with connecting to our audience.
So this is Kike. They call us Kike. It's Brad and Kike. And Brad is going to start by his introduction.
Yeah, I'm Brad. I'm born in the United States, and I've been living in Asia for almost 20 years now. I'm a promoter, an artist, a linguist, and a producer. So I do a lot of things, and now an author.
And interior designer.
As well.
I am half Japanese, half Peruvian. I am a producer, director, choreographer, costume designer, and talent coach. And now an author.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys and to that lady over there, those two. And not only just others, but international bestsellers. So that's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's so crazy for me.
Yeah, so we're just going to start. Basically, in 2009, Kike and I collaborated as business partners, and we established a creative dance company called Fab. And it was and is fabulous. So we, in 2009, we started collaborating together, which was a challenge, but amazing at the same time.
This company that we put together, originally we opened a dance studio and a production company. So that's what we've been doing all this time since we moved there to Tokyo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when we first opened, or were even thinking about opening our company, we understood our brand. We knew who we were, but we didn't really understand exactly who our audience was. So that was really important to figure out.
Yeah, this it was I believe that it's important for us to share this with you guys because as many of you authors and all the people out there, in the group in the chat, um, as the more you explore your niche, the more you discover the things that you actually can do, like all the things that we're going to explain later, what this brand and what this company brought to us. So
Yeah. So as I said, we didn't, but we had an idea. We thought we knew who our audience was, but actually we didn't really know. So we had to go out and figure that out. And how we did that was to go to basically every event, function, anything that we could go to promote ourselves, to get our faces out there. So we were physically going out and branding ourselves and connecting with our audience in that way, physically.
yeah, this wasn't really a challenge for us because we've been in the determined industry for a long time, especially me, before I met Brad. So luckily this was really good for us because we were always invited to events and all of that. So we started creating like a network, right? So but by doing that, we started learning all of these things that afterwards will actually play a really important role, which it became the PR of not only our brands but the book nowadays. So
and basically, not only when we went to events, but as soon as we left the house, we always made sure that we were on. So we were dressed the part of our image. Basically, you don't know what opportunities are going to come. You don't know who's going to be walking by at some point when you least expect it, who might have some amazing opportunity or friendship or whatever it is. So as soon as we left the house, we were prepared. We had our flyers, we had our promotional material, everything was ready.
And by that, Brad, means that well, luckily we are in the industry. We like makeup, we like fashion, so we did it because we liked it. We've been always true to ourselves, having fun by what we do, but at the same time, it was this new business marriage of this brand of Brad and Kike. Wherever we went, people didn't just know us because of the company we had and this dance studio and the production company, but because we were always showing ourselves in a manner that people always wanted to know about us, wanted to talk to us, wanted to share. And because of that, we started learning that by presenting and put yourself out there with authentically with what your message is, started giving us a lot of opportunities in so many ways. Like later again, we're gonna tell the story about how all of this brought us to whoever we met, and then we met Natalie, and then Pash, and then we end up doing all of this with the publishing world. So,
and when we went out, we had our image, which is glamorous, sparkly makeup, hair, like all of that. So physically, that was our image and our brand. But also we were empowering people and we were encouraging people to be authentic. So we really had to make sure when we went out, because we looked like this, people can be intimidated. So we were always super, super friendly, and we would scan the room and make sure that, we understood if people were maybe trying to approach but didn't know how, and we're just extra, extra friendly and put ourselves out there so that we could really make the most of it.
So we always have to look at us. We always like this. We always are outrageous in your face, and it's fun. But there's a lot of people out there that when they see you like this, actually people have come later and told us, oh, finally, oh yeah, you're so nice. Yeah, we wanted to talk to you guys for a long time, but we were a bit intimidated. We're like, why? We always so happy to meet people and friendly, but you have to open your eyes. Whether you whether like us, whether you are like this or not. There's some other people that even if you're not in fashion and you don't look like this, whenever you go places and everything, we always have to keep our eyes open and be open to talk to people and network and expand our horizons, and because this is what all of this is about. Mm-hmm.
So that was like the actual physical going out, which we love. But then this was 2009, and social media, especially Facebook, was becoming an amazing tool to promote business. Like, it was already around for personal, but Facebook started really encouraging business to promote through their platform. So it was perfect timing, and I actually didn't know anything about it, but I just threw myself in and, experimented and had fun with it. So that was like the social media aspect.
And believe me, I am an artist and I'm super ADHD. I do not like. I'm very high tech challenge. So all of these new social media and things to do that I usually don't do, because I operate on colors, on moving, none of this. It was so new for me and so in a challenge, and gave me anxiety and a hard time. But I knew that I had to do it because we were coming into a new era where the social media is so important, and because we had the company and we had to start doing all of this PR through all of these new outlets. Nowadays, after 10 years later, we kind of like, learned a little bit and know what to do, but we finally understood that this social media is so important for everybody, for anybody in any industry, because back in the day, you had to have a budget to go out there and pay a company to do your PR and promote or sell your products. But since 2009, like Brad said, since all of this started, was fantastic, because nowadays you can do all of this and it's all free. So instead, jumping from 2009 to right now, nowadays the social media and the outlets and all of these things that we have access to is a little bit complicated for some of us, but it's really amazing, and it does wonders if we really open our hearts and we really understand that this is so important. So we have to look forward and catch up with the young people.
So then when it comes to communicating with the audience, we believe that authenticity and consistency are super important. So you have to be true to yourself, and you have to stay relevant. So you have to, keep posting, keep people updated with what you're doing, because if you don't, people are going to forget real quick. So that's one of the important things. And then also understanding your audience is super important.
Keeping up to date, keeping on it, which I don't like very much, like I'm already telling you. But luckily, I do my best, but like I have these brains and a smart husband. But I really it's very important to keep relevant. You have to keep updating. You have to keep engaging with your fan base, with the people that follow you, with people that at the end are going to become, the people. We're going to become the people that buy the products. So we have to keep at it all the time.
Yeah, and it's really important to stay open-minded. So when we opened our studio, we thought it was our target was gonna be LGBT and professional dancers, and actually neither of those ended up being our audience or our market for whatever reason. So it was really important for us to not get frustrated that this group didn't work. You just have to keep your mind open and be open for everybody.
And as Brad says as well, don't sacrifice your authenticity, because people like you and learn to love you because of who you are. And one of the things nowadays that I'm learning, I'm learning a lot from the young kids, is that being raw and making mistakes on video, on live videos, on your social media. That's why there's live everywhere. People, that trend is so strong right now. So back in the day, because I'm a choreographer and director, I'm such a perfectionist, I was so afraid to put something up because it needs, for me, everything needs to be perfect. Otherwise, I won't let people see me, like or like the shows and everything that I produce. So, but I am understanding and I'm learning that nowadays people don't like that. They like the mistakes. They like the rawness. They actually like
Real.
the bloopers. They love real. Back in the day, it was about the Kardashians, the big ass, the fake titties, and the fake makeup. Now it's not. That is going back. The imperfection is what people are liking a lot. So don't be afraid of all those social medias that you are not good enough. You don't know enough. Just give yourself a chance to understand it, to experience it, learn it, and anything that you do, it doesn't have to be ready to be shown on the Golden Globes. Is anything is okay.
Yeah, and another part of communicating with the audience is accepting feedback. So both positive and negative. Of course, like positive feedback is amazing because it validates what you're doing and you start to understand what your audience wants. But I think more important is the negative feedback, because that's where actually you can really improve what you're doing and adapt to those mistakes. And
we have to really be careful about we said it before about your feedback, negative and positive, but then be careful because as well as you learn from the negative, we have to be careful because one good comment goes 11 times. And one good comment goes 3 times, like 3 people. One bad comment goes 11. So it's really important to be careful what you upload. I told you, don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. But of course, if you're going to take a picture and with your book and it's right here, and then you have a big hair right here, take it off, put some makeup. Take care of all of those little things.
Yeah, and basically, you need to understand what your audience wants.
Some noise.
You need to understand what your audience wants, and you need to give that to them. But at the same time, you have to change it up. So basically, if you keep giving people what they want, but it's the same all the time, it gets boring. So you need to constantly be reinventing yourself, figuring out how you can be creative and make what they like even better.
But and reinventing yourself, you don't have to spend money. You don't have to go and get anything. You can do new things every day with anything that you have at home. You just have to be creative, and the more you do it, you discover more things about your product, and you learn to love more your products. Like us with our book, we learned what people like, what they don't. So it's you have to keep reinventing, just like a pop star. All pop stars, after a couple of years, they have to come up with a new song, with a new look. You have to keep reinventing to keep people on the edge, and just a little bit. So it's enough, because people always love to stay on the edge because they love the wanting more feeling. So
we had our studio Fab, and so we're producers, we're creative, costume designers. We do a lot of creative consulting, And so when we learned about, well, we had the idea of starting a book from maybe 10 years ago. But it was a different concept. But basically us creating Outrageously in Love, our book, it was taking our brand Fab to the next level. So it's a product where we display all of our work. But then on top of that, it's the story of us and our love and being authentic. So it wasn't just showing off our skills. It was also sending out a message of mainly authenticity and love and not giving up on love. So with Fab, it's consulting. So it's a little bit hard to sell because people can't really always understand. But when you have a product, a book like this in your hand, people get it.
It's tangible.
So it's tangible. So it's a lot easier to sell the product, the ideas, everything.
And before all of this, of course, like a year and a half ago, in my wildest dream, I would have ever thought I would be an author, right? Now, I never read a book in my life. Hello, shalom. I'm super ADHD. I still have problems, super dyslexic, but now I'm an author, and this book is this product that we have now. It's opening so many doors, many opportunities and things that we never thought, and it will be difficult to get them if you didn't have a product. Before we had to sell ourselves as producers, choreographers, and this and that, and it was just we had to do our best by trying to convince people. But really, when you have a product like this, is amazing. Because of this product, because of the book, we've talked. We have been guest speakers for the UN. We had met a lot of celebrities.
We had celebrity interviews.
Celebrities interviews that not only it was about the book, but after that it gave us another extra jobs in our own niche, which is production and all of that. So having a product is a title that it really elevates you to the next galaxy. So it's great.
Yeah. So then, and it got us this amazing platform too, to work with Hasmark and to work with other authors, which we're super excited about. Yeah.
Okay, so
let's go to
until now. We kind of explain all of our from the beginning and the beginnings until just before the book, and we're gonna go on to live videos and all of this social media stuff. We want to explain a little bit, but before we go on, I just want to ask everybody: is everybody okay? If you can, you guys give us 2 thumbs up if you are okay. If you wanna, if there's a question or anything, press up your hand, and then we can go on and maybe answer if there's a question.
There are a couple things in the chat window,
Okay.
so I just wonder whether we should. There's a lot of hellos and stuff, but
No, maybe we should answer it.
do you want to answer those now?
Yeah, a little break.
While
Okay,
you're
yeah.
in the same place. That was what I was thinking, is why not answer while you're in that before you move to the next one.
Sure.
So Renata asks, since we cannot go out, any suggestions? Working in virtual, which is quite different from working like publicly and being out in the public.
Mm-hmm. What you mean? So like right now, because of the situation.
So
yeah, exactly. And I think that's a lot of what the world is going to, and she's answering yes.
Because we were talking about how we went out physically.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
you can't. Like, I mean, really, I think it's...
the question is for us. What are we doing right now that we cannot go out?
No,
Yeah.
I was more what I was asking Brad and Kike is, since we're not close to going out where we live, it's not going to happen anytime soon. So even when it does happen, crowds of people are not going to be something we're looking for. So I was just wondering, since we're only virtual, what suggestions, like, Tim and I research so much stuff, and it becomes a little mishmashy, you know?
Well, I mean, for us, I mean, it's not an easy answer because we're struggling with the same thing. But I'd say just things like this, you know, I mean, because people can't go out, the virtual has really blown up. And there are so many different kinds of meetings you can attend or, you know, talk. There are a lot of forums online on Zoom like this. So, I mean, that's, I think, the best.
I think that in these times, I mean, of course, we're going through a horrible, horrific situation. It's not going to stop for a while. But I personally, me and Brad, the first month we were quite shocked and scared and not knowing what to do. But now, after a couple of months, I'm understanding right now that this time that we are having right now, it's a time that I think we all should take as an opportunity to learn more of this new world. And there's a lot of outlets to learn how to edit your own, edit pictures, make them pretty, make content, make video, and start promoting yourself, because people are actually gonna be there for you for them. They are there to watch all of the stuff that you're gonna be putting up, as in if they have to go outside and be working and not watching and not having time to do all of this. So I think it's a good time to milk this time, you know.
Yeah. To be creative and to figure out how to use Zoom, for instance. You know, you're going to talk about videos in a second, and that's exactly where, you know, we should be learning if we haven't done it in the past.
I understand that for all of us. I mean, any of us, we're not teenagers or that age, you know, and all that age range are so into all of these, and you know, in the social media and all of that. But we shouldn't be discouraged just because we call ourselves old. Instead, this is an opportunity for us to step up and use our experiences and learn and create things that, for ourselves. I think it's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a good segue right into videos and stuff, because that's all part of what we have to learn to do today. It's something, it's been in existence for a long time, but it's got a lot of value. And if you haven't used the value in the past of it, then now is the time. And so that works perfectly for you guys to start to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, so we've... Yes.
Oh, I thought she had another question. That was it?
We're going to talk about the live.
Oh, but I think she had another question, no?
Me?
More?
You answered mine. I mean, we're just going to keep moving forward. We had a lot of ideas about going live. By the way, I really love your jackets.
Okay.
Jackets. Yeah, so I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, great. All right, next, let's go to next.
So we've been using video material to promote ourselves for a long time, but this live video, it really, I think about 3 years ago, became something on Facebook. And actually, we were a part of the launch of Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you the story, and I'll try to be very quick. So basically what happened, we were approached by Airbnb and Facebook because Airbnb was launching globally these new experiences, which are like, in every city there's a host, and you go and get you rent or book an experience, and then you do the experience in each country, right? So from Tokyo, they did a whole global live launch of this whole thing, and they picked one host from each country of 10 countries, and we were picked by them, by Tokyo. And so this was the first time that Facebook ever launched this live video. So we were the pioneers of the live video for Facebook, and
it was outrageous. It was amazing.
it was
It was
really,
crazy.
really crazy, and it was really good, great experience. We learned a lot, and it actually kind of catapulted us to this new thing. And I actually was like, "What is this?" I didn't even understand it, but it's what nowadays is one of the most strongest outlets to get yourself there. So it's very important to learn these live video things.
Yeah, and we believe, or we read a statistic that 81% of internet users are using live over pre-produced videos. So basically, it has a huge reach, and we believe that also it's popular because it's real. It shows, because it's live, you can make mistakes, and you do make mistakes, but that's human, and people relate with that humanity part of it. And, it makes you feel more close with the audience, and it's also interactive. Like this kind of chat, people can make comments and they feel like they're actually speaking with you. So it just has a special element that's really easier. It's much easier to connect with the audience through live.
And it's incredible because, usually, to be able to connect with people that you will never, ever actually have the chance or opportunity to meet, you will have to go and travel far, and, but just because of this, we are able to reach really, really, really vast network if we are smart about it. So, and
it keeps people wanting more. Like every single time we've done a live, everyone's asking, like, when's the next one?
And we've learned that it's better to do small ones, shorter, because people love that feeling of wanting more.
Yeah.
So,
like around 15 minutes.
I would say, if your content requires a little bit more of time, then you will have to. But even if you don't have to do that long, we do it because we have a lot to say and we're crazy and we put on wigs and this and that, and But if it's only like even 5 minutes, just go out there, talk about whatever you are talking about, whatever content you're throwing out, and then tell people, I will be back tomorrow or next week or whatever it is at this time. Prepare your questions, or if there's anything, let us know. Let me know so I can prepare. So get people to be interactive, because that's what they want. People out there are not like all of you fantastic. Majority of people are lonely. They don't have friends, or they are shy. When you appear there, they feel that they are your family, right? So this is what live videos are about.
Yeah. And we're still learning every day about these live videos, but it's a lot of fun and we get a good response. So we definitely recommend.
Yeah, this video industry is turned so big that what is that called, that company? Twitch, right?
Twitch, yeah.
You know what Twitch is?
It's social media, but it's only live videos.
Only live videos. And Twitch has more has moved from strictly games to include any genre of video content, just because now it's so big. So they don't care anymore about just games. Now they are receiving anybody, because it's all about live videos, all about interacting, all about all of this, to have you close even we are far. Mm-hmm.
So do we have questions?
Do you guys,
is it called Twitch, like TWITCH?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a question. If you're going to go live, and you want to attract attention, you've never done it before, how would you create some interest or excitement, or, you know, how would you generate an audience to listen to you or to want to watch you on live?
I think just do it. I mean, you may, of course, you want to try to be as professional as possible. You want to have like some decent lighting and have an idea of what you're gonna talk about. You don't want to just like ramble on and on about nothing. So you want to have like some kind of a structure, but I'd say just practice, just try. And, you know, people just start popping up and an audience forms.
You will be so surprised I will just recommend you, advise you to just try it once. If you just try it like this, let's say you come out and the sky is beautiful and there's nice green around, and just put your phone on and say, hi everybody, I'm here outside and I haven't been out for a while and it's so beautiful, and then you can show a little bit, and I'm just wondering how everybody's feeling. Like finally I came out, I'm seeing the sun, is, you know, anything that you are feeling, just say it, because that's what people want. They want to know how you're feeling, what you're doing. It's not, and it doesn't necessarily you have to have a content and be professional at that very first time. Just try it once, try it 2-3 times, just like that. Very simple. You know, it doesn't have to be about your brand, about what you're selling. Just try to play. That's it. And then you get to understand more, and you'll be so surprised by just doing that. Hey, everybody, look, the sunset is so beautiful. Look at those colors. Wow. And I'm right here with all these people around and showing, you know, oh, there's some vendors, blah, 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 whatever. Anything. People love that. It's crazy, but they do love it. And you'll be surprised.
The human connection.
Yes. People start clicking, start liking, hearts start coming out, or they start saying, hi, I'm here. Hi, I'm here. It's like, wow, it's really mesmerizing how this new era is. So just try it. Don't be afraid.
Or just like whenever you're doing some kind of an activity, like for us, if we're having a photo shoot or like an interview, we put a live video. So there's like cameras filming us or shooting us. We have another live video, so people can like be peeking into what you're doing. So they feel like they're there. Yeah, so it's like an observation. So, you know, we could be having a live right now while we're doing this Zoom chat. And people love that because they feel like they're part of your lives and what you're doing.
And of course, I told you, be raw, don't worry about things. But of course, take care of some things that you might not want people to look, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you forget you're on camera.
I mean, you can be natural and all of that, but if you left your knickers in the corner, then take them away.
You might want to go pick up your knickers. Thank you for reminding us to pick up our knickers.
Yes, showing that you put a little bit of thought. It's appreciated, you know.
Yeah. Now, what happens? There's a lot of people who are camera shy. So live isn't, you know, the quickest thing that will pick up and start, you know, I'm one. I've never done a live, just saying. And I'm not one that I'll pick up a camera and my phone and I'll start, okay, I'm live. Hello, people. Could you do something like bring somebody in? I haven't seen anyone do it successfully.
Oh, you mean like 2 people doing a live together?
Yeah.
You can do it.
Oh, Pash wants to say something. Oh, you have to unmute.
Pash. There you go. You're unmuted.
I think it's a great idea, and I do suggest it to our authors who are really afraid to do it for the first time. Kike and Brad helped me do it for my children's book. And then I did, you know, I was alone the first time. Then I did it with my doggy, like having him there. And then I did it with my kids. And then I wanted Kike's and Brad's, you know, influence and inspiration. So I asked them to come over and do it with them also. So I think it's a brilliant idea to have somebody be with you when you're doing lives.
And then people I train people. I train I train them, and I train Miss Universes and all the misses and celebrities. And people, when people is shy, it's because they're not confident. And if they nowadays, like if we talked, like let's say a year or a couple of years ago, it was only live and you didn't have any filters or anything to make you feel, oh, I look okay. But nowadays there's all these filters that if you're not wearing makeup, you know, just put the filters, put these, clean yourself with the filter, clean yourself virtually. You can actually do all of that on the phone. And then once you set it up and it's done, then you're happy, oh, I look good, and then your confidence is a little bit stronger, then go for it. But like I said, shy comes from being not so confident. So now you can gain confidence with all this high tech. So
I think what Pash said is a good idea too. Just for your first few times, you know, do the live with someone else, and you can just make it like an interview, or just a conversation. You know, it doesn't really matter that much, the content always.
But can you do live, like the two people have to be in the same room? Social distancing is, as everyone knows, a huge issue.
You can do a live together. So
if Pashmina and I, or you and guys and I wanted to do one, could we do that?
Yeah. So basically, in a live video, so when we start the live, and we can see when people are joining. Right. And there's like a link or a button that says invite them to join, and so they will actually come up on the screen, and you can have a conversation together while everybody else is listening. Yeah, so this is actually a really good tool to use right now, for sure.
Yeah, because again, it's you know, my first one, it'd probably be better, and if I was doing an interview style, I'd be a lot more. When I used to get on stage, that's exactly how I started it, was to get Peggy to interview me. Then it became just so common that it's like I can go now on stage, no problem. So yeah, I could see the same thing on live. And you have this tendency to think that you can't make mistakes. But as you guys are trying to tell us and confirm to us, is that you can. It's real now. It's not.
It's actually kind of what people like. I mean, it's not to say like make a big mistake, but you know, like things happen and it's real. So
actually, what is trending right now as we're speaking is, you know, these social medias, people are uploading bloopers, and the bloopers get more likes than they actually take the real take. Yeah. So it's kind of funny, right, that way. And that shows me and tells me as well, because I'm such a perfectionist, I never wanted to put anything that it wasn't perfect. Now I'm learning, and it's like people like this more. We just have to start doing it. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I know, Pashmina.
Yeah, exactly. and like I said, it's great that all this is free PR, you know?
Exactly. There is some stuff in the chat windows. So, Sandy, I see you've got here. Do you think doing Facebook Lives and other live social media question and answer session helps to stay connected with people, which is basically what you guys just said? You have such a platform to share. It's so inspirational to encourage everyone to always be yourself. I'm proud of it. Thank you. That is exactly what I needed right now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
and really, like, you know, this doing lives, it's you have to be authentic. You have to be yourself, because that's, you know, it's real and it translates for sure, especially in the lives.
And like I keep saying, don't worry about making mistakes or this or that. But of course, produce yourself a little bit. I mean, don't go live with your hair as you walk up, and I mean, put something on, put a lipstick on, or if we are guys, you know, put your hair is, you're not feeling confident, put that baseball cap, because, you know, people want to see nice things, right? And then the mistakes, whatever, if you make a mistake, talk, what, that's fine.
It's okay.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes me laugh because the next comment from Heather is when she went live, she was in her backyard, and it is cute, and I'm sure it got more likes than any of the rest of them. She had the kids there, they were screaming in the background. The chicken pooped. LOL. I was a little nervous going live again, but you're right. You just need to do it more. That's all. So
That's fine.
Yeah, but that's fun
Yeah.
because it's a chicken that did something. So you should. Now is what is trending is people are making videos and they're filming, and then on purpose are putting people in the back, like friends or family or parents, to have really crazy reactions, like if it wasn't meant to. And that's what people are doing. So this chicken in the back that did something, that because of that, it's I mean, yeah, nothing to worry about. That's what is trending.
that's it. That's it. Now, what about TikTok?
Yeah.
TikTok.
Okay. TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok thing.
I love your reaction, guys.
I support it. I support TikTok.
No, apparently, don't get me wrong. Just like I said at the beginning, I do not like if I didn't have to do all of this social media stuff, I would not. I would choose to be laying in the beach. But what I've been studying for the last few weeks is that TikTok is in the number 1 social media in the world, and IG is number 5, which is very crazy when you see all the statistics.
Mm-hmm.
And what is going on is that until last summer, mid last year, TikTok was for kids. But right now, as of from the end of last year, now everybody is doing it, and they came out with new features in which you don't have to do a video or dancing or whatever it was at the beginning. Now you can do anything. Like, for example, if you have a lot of pictures of your product, of your book, or this and that, you can put all the pictures, and there's all these ways to edit, and it makes a beautiful reel of your work, and then you post that. So
That's pretty cool.
A lot of people, a lot of companies are using TikTok because it's the number 1 platform right now, and it has a lot of features that other apps don't have. So we have to get in the one wagon because, it's not just for kids anymore.
But it's actually kind of funny because Kike just started. Well, he's been researching TikTok for a while, and he finally. When did you upload your first one?
10 days ago.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to get me to do it, but it's almost like, you said some people with live are shy or like don't know.
Exactly.
And I'm like that with TikTok right now. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, am I going to look weird? So, it's just trying it, and I will try it one day.
And just because because I'm a dancer, and all my dancer friends and everybody were like, you have to do it. I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. But I was so afraid. I'm telling you, I was so afraid. Afraid of, am I going to learn how to do this? I am so high-tech challenge. How am I? But you know what? Once you start, it's fine. And you discover a lot of things that are actually very beneficial for all of our branding. It's really, really amazing.
It's the new thing.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
Definitely is a new thing.
I can't deal with another social media. So you can take care of it for now.
It's amazing how they come up though and they take off, and TikTok is just gone crazy. So I agree that you got to try it. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah,
Pinterest is another one that sort of came on high on the scene, and then it really has sort of died away in the sense that unless you understand what Pinterest is, you don't go looking for it.
I think the thing also, Judy, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Pinterest, you know, you suggested that to me, and I looked at it and I saw how much people think on the platform that because your photograph is posted there or something that it's copyright free.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was where, I mean, they suggest having,
Royalty free.
right, exactly. And, you know, like a lot of people just take anything, even quote everybody who they're not supposed to be doing that. That was what held me back. What I wanted to know was, does anybody use Twitter? Because I find it so annoying.
We
So
don't.
when we started our
Company.
studio in Japan, Facebook was not. I mean, it was there, but Japanese were not using it. They were using another platform in Twitter. So I started using Twitter, but I just never really. I don't know. It didn't resonate with me. I like the pictures. I like the visual, and Twitter's more just like text. So
Yeah.
for me, I mean, I can do it, and I have an account, but it's. I mean, as some people love it and really benefit from it, but for me, I just, yeah, it's just another one to like, deal with.
I wanted to say this. I forgot. By researching and started doing TikTok, you know what I found? I found a lot of tricks and shortcuts to get more followers and people viewing my videos, which you don't get that through IG. So that's what it made me feel like, oh, I have to start doing this, because there's a lot of more
I know
people.
some tricks for IG.
There's a lot of more people doing TikTok in the world, and if you just look at the statistics, it's going to tell you a lot. Go online and say, what is TikTok, and it's going to explain everything. Everything is online. Go on Google.
Yeah. There is a lot online. You're absolutely right. And do you recommend YouTube?
Yeah,
Of
YouTube.
course.
Oh, YouTube
Absolutely.
is amazing. YouTube is what is getting a lot of people so famous and filthy rich in ways that you could never even imagine. So it's videos.
And
Again,
yeah.
it's videos.
Videos number one, I think.
Everything you're saying is live in videos, like more than anything else. It's then becomes pictures from there.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you've got to go live, you got to go in videos. And that's going to gain you the most amount of attention today in today's world. I mean, only 2 or 3 years ago, it was doing newsletters and gaining people through your websites and stuff like that. And it's changed so much. Social media is really the big thing.
Videos and live videos are actually easier than posting a picture, because the picture you have to crop it, edit it, make it pretty, work on it before you upload it. The video, you turn it on, you do something, done, you know? So it's actually easier.
Exactly.
Do we have any other questions? Come on, guys. I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
Are there some in the chat? Let's see.
It's a lot of chat in the chat.
Oh.
Did you guys take public speaking classes? Like, I was thinking of taking like Toastmasters or.
We were going to start Toastmasters, but I mean, I guess I did some speaking in school, in high school and university, but no, I haven't done Toastmasters. We were going to do that, but actually through our work, we have been on stage or have had to like speak in public quite a bit. So over time, it's just become more natural. But definitely Toastmasters is good.
I will recommend to go online. There's so much online, guys. Everything is free. Go on YouTube and research how to speak in public, how to speak in videos. There's so much information right now. I coach artists, and I've done this for almost all my life, so I'm used to this and everything. But you just have to try it. You just have to start doing it. It's yeah. I mean, if you're writing a book, you have a lot to talk.
That's true.
Exactly. And there are people besides Toastmasters. I mean, I have a really good friend, Steve Lowell, who also teaches you to be on stage. And I'll never forget the time that we were in a room full of people and we all had these sad stories. And he turned it around, like, and our message after that is, if you hear sad stories, you're not going to listen. You're not going to engage as much. When you understand that someone's victorious in that, then you engage. And that's the type of thing that these people like Steve Lowell and Toastmasters teaches you to do, is to become much more succinct. And with being authors, you're going to be on a virtual stage, if not a live stage. So,
and that's what we wanted to say to everybody as well. That now with this amazing opportunity that we are starting to work with Hasmark and Judy and Pash and everybody else, we are going to be helping with all of what we said before too. But as well, we are coaches and trainers, and we train people to be ready to do all of this as well. So you can pass the word around and you know and request for any of all of this training that we are offering. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and
because
actually,
go ahead,
hello?
Brad. It's okay.
And going back to the live videos, so we can you hear me now?
Yep.
Is it frozen?
No.
Oh shoot.
No,
Can
you're
you hear
good.
me?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay.
Can everybody? Hello.
Can you not hear? Well, you won't hear anybody. You'll only see us. Can you not see us?
Is it R?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We can hear you guys.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear us? Can you give us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can hear you.
It's kind of frozen.
it's kind of fun.
Oh, has it?
Okay.
Your talking is fine. Your picture might be frozen, but we can see you. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
We are good.
You are good, guys. Pashmina, can you text them to let them know we can hear them?
It's
Kind of
going in
cutting
and
off a
out.
little bit. It's going in and out.
Oh, okay. That's the
No.
fun part about, so here's our blooper.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to improvise.
Exactly. We're used to it.
Yeah.
We're
But like
on Zoom all the time.
So a good example of like reinventing yourself on live videos is actually on Monday we met with this fitness celebrity here, and she has like almost 1 million followers, and she does live does live fitness videos regularly, but she wants to reinvent herself, so she needs to like up her game, make it more interesting, make it more creative. And so we're going to help her with her live videos. Even though she's like a superstar, she needs to reinvent herself, and she wants like choreography and dance. So we're going to be helping her.
So we're producing a whole entire segment at the beginning of her live, that is an hour. The first 7 minutes we are producing a whole entire opening live. She usually does all of this on big stages with thousands of people, but because of the situation right now, she's doing it online, and we are doing an online opening, and then she carries on with the thing. So even people that are they are already up there with all these followers and everything, they keep reinventing. So reinventing and updating, we have to keep being relevant, and that's what another key things to keep on the social media as well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Are you guys there?
Are we stuck now? Are we frozen again?
I don't know.
We can
Are there
hear
any
you.
other questions?
Can I say that?
What?
About hiring them.
You are saying it, Renata.
Okay, all right.
It's kind of
I
in
don't
and out.
know.
I think
That's
it's
what I
because
was
it's
wondering.
like
What's that?
No, they're freezing.
Yeah,
Isn't that what they just said, Judy?
Yes, so, and I
Okay.
wrote you on
I
here.
got it. I just saw that.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason we brought the gentleman. Oh, we actually lost them. That's even funnier. Talk about the guys that are the host. So you can take a picture. It'd be even funnier, Pashmina, to take a picture with them gone. But
appeared
yes,
at 11 o'clock even.
yes, exactly. What does that say?
The time is up.
The reason we did bring them in is specifically for what we're finding is that we really want to bring to the authors the extension of, it's just not the book. It's about who you are. It's about branding who you are. It's about, like, we just keep on enlarging who we are, and expanding, because I think that image, branding, getting out to communicating with people is so important for where you're going to go with your book. Hi, guys. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
did we disappear? What happened?
I don't know what happened.
Well, you can wait till you rewind. Wait till you hear what we said about you guys.
Oh.
I see even your mum disappeared. So
Can I take a picture? I want to wear my Canada hat.
okay, you wear your Canada hat.
Okay. Ready?
Oh, I like
Everyone-
Anne's hat too.
Say Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Excellent. She is funny. But Jess, I think you guys are incredible, and I think that it's the whole of us as authors that we think you guys can do an incredible job for Hasmark clients going forward, our authors.
I think it's a connection, no?
I don't think so.
It's funny because I'm not sure. Do you guys know you're connected? No, I don't think they're aware that we can hear you.
It just keeps going in and out.
In and out.
Oh dear. That's
I
okay.
think it might be because after 40 minutes, sometimes the connection gets bad.
Oh, does it? Yeah.
I
All
think
these
it's
things
just
we'll
the
learn.
connection is terrible. I don't know why
Yeah, all the fun
it's
things.
frozen out.
Does anyone have any more questions if we get the guys back? I know we're at the top of the hour, so we probably, with the not such a good connection, we could probably wrap up soon, because as anybody can, of course, reach out to Kike is exactly that. BR. In fact, I'll type it in the chat windows. You can get a hold of the guys at, believe it or not, Hasmark Publishing, and you will find them in there. I put their email address in the chat window, and of course, they're all over social media. We're actually creating some new stuff with their guidance in social media for Hasmark, so you'll see them popping up more within our own stuff, but and they'll be with us now. So anyone who's interested in hearing more or learning more or being part of where we're going next in the growth of Hasmark, you're welcome to let us know, because these guys are going to come on and be part of the creative image and the getting out the communication with the world. That's what we're bringing them in as well as Asia. So, Pashmina, you have anything to add? These guys have been friends of yours for quite a while, so.
I think just being around them has really helped my own marketing engine too. They really helped me to see how important image is. Sometimes I know I turn up with my glasses because it's been a long day or whatever, but when it's time to show up, it's just important to do that. and they really, really, really give you the confidence, and also they bring so much humor and love into it that you never feel like, oh my gosh, what are they telling me to do? Because there are coaches out there that can be pretty mean sometimes, and not understand where you're coming from. But they're great guys, and they're helping us in Hasmark too, so that's wonderful. Really happy to have them here.
Yes, absolutely. Unfortunately, we've lost them again, so I think we'll call it a wrap. And there's the fun of the bloopers, but I think we did learn a lot. So thank you for that, Sharon. It's the guys did an incredible job, and again, we'll have them back again, no doubt about it, because they're with us for the long haul. As Pashmina says, they're with us for the rest of time. So they're part of the family, as you all are. So we thank them when we do talk to them. So we might actually get them back for a second. Oh, there they go. Look at them. They got different background now. Oh, the doggy.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
We're using our phone now because the computer wouldn't even. So.
That's so cute, though, that you have the background.
I don't even know.
That's another thing that I've seen. There was a lady on earlier that I saw her background was changed, which is pretty cool. So we're just wrapping up because we're past the top of the hour. So I've put your email in the chat window, and so if anyone wants to get a hold of it, they can. So
Brilliant.
yeah, a lot of thank yous here, guys. There's a lot of information shared, and people really loved your energy and the information. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Great to have you join us. Great time, great info. Learned so much. So
sorry
about the internet.
Thailand internet is not the best.
Exactly. Well, that's all about what you're telling us, is just make it real.
Exactly.
Okay. So thanks, everyone. We'll see you on social media, and we'll be talking to a lot of you. Take care. Okay. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Great info. Bye now.
Bye.